Hi. You want to play and walk? You want to go walk? Okay. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. It's a beautiful day here in Birmingham. I'm at Red Mountain Park, close to the house. This is one of my favorite places to come and spend some time outdoors. These are the old remnants of the mining operation that was here in the 1870s, 1880s up till the early 1900s. And now they've made it into a beautiful park where we can go and hike and explore and meditate and forest bathe. And sometimes I'll come out here and run. There's a group that meets on Tuesday nights called Tuesday Night Trails. And it's just a really peaceful, beautiful park. And they've put in some little suspension bridges out to treehouse lookouts. I wanted to share it with you and talk about what I'm doing right now. I'm listening to a podcast, playing with my dog, and just breathing, working on my breathing. Intentionally breathing through my nose and out my mouth. And got my hiking boots on, which makes me happy. And feeling my feet in contact with the earth and smelling all the wonderful smells of the fall leaves on the ground. Watch my puppy dog explore and eat grass. But yeah, just wanted to kind of share with you what I'm doing today to refill my cup and to attend to myself. Thought about going and doing a more high intensity workout, but just, decided not to. Decided to go a little bit slower, a little more relaxed, a little more chill. There's some old remnants of buildings down here in the woods. Kind of neat, a rail. I just saw a picture of this place from the 1880s, 1890s, and it had a town. There was a doctor's office and housing for the workers and roads. It was very interesting to see how nature reclaims everything. One of the things that we talked about in the past is the idea of doing a vibe check. And the vibe check just stands for vocabulary, interoception, boundaries, and then exercises or exploring the exercises or the equipment in the healing toolbox. This being one of them, spending time with my animal, getting some aerobic exercise. There's lots of hills in here. Forest bathing and meditating, prayer. So the first thing I'm going to do when I'm doing a vibe check is I'm going to recall the terminology. So compassion fatigue, burnout, PTSD, moral injury, vicarious trauma. This week was not a bad week. Had some patients that I kind of had to rescue a little bit. One had a big, massive blood loss. Went to a code and did some chest compressions on a fella, and then some other things. And so, some stressful stuff, but stuff that we're used to dealing with. But I need to acknowledge that some stressful things happened this week. And I need to consider that, I've got some compassion fatigue and maybe a little vicarious trauma. Because you think about the families of these individuals who have these bad outcomes or coming to you for difficult surgeries and attending to their emotional needs and their spiritual needs and their physiological needs for sure. So, vocabulary. I've pinpointed, I've got a little bit of compassion fatigue and I've got a little vicarious trauma. All right, interoception. I scan my body. I can close my eyes or I can just kind of body scan the top of my head. How's my temples feeling? Pretty good. How's the back of my neck? Relaxed. How is my jaw? Relaxed and peaceful. What about my tongue? Is my tongue peeled away from my roof of my mouth? Yeah. Am I breathing good? Yeah. Is my breath going into my throat, into my lungs well? Yeah, it feels like it is. I've been having some asthma flare-ups lately. I don't know if that's due to work, stress, environment, combination of all those things. But this is definitely good for that. So that's the interoception. How's my stomach feel, my heart feel, my lower back, my hips, my knees? Am I storing any trauma or stress in my tissues? Do I have any autoimmune stuff? Is my autoimmune flaring up? Haven't been having any headaches, chronic pain, back pain, pelvic pain, anywhere that I could be hiding some stuff. So that's interoception. What's my emotional state? I'm relaxed and calm and feel good. I wish my dog would come. Yes, come. So that's good. There's no fear, no stress, there's no sadness, there's no bitterness, no shame, no fear, no anger. Boundaries. How are my boundaries? Well, I am out here right now attending to myself, so I'm doing a pretty good job. Work's not calling me, trying to get me to come in. The family's doing their thing. They're all engaged with their lives, and I've got this space and this place and this time to engage in this activity. It's going to make me feel great, so that later on tonight when the family needs me, or when I got to get home and do some chores or whatever, I feel rejuvenated and I feel replenished, and I've refilled my cup. And my exercises, what exercises am I doing? We've already kind of covered that. Hiking, spend time with a dog, breathing, meditating, acknowledging that I need this space and this is helpful and healing. All right, hope that helps. Hope you guys do vibe checks on yourself and talk to your colleagues about it and educate them. That's what this space is all about. It's about providing, number one, love and support and compassion for yourself and fostering that and growing that. But then it's about spreading the word, because we're caregivers and that's what we do, and we're taking care of our families and our friends and our hospitals, our communities, our gyms and churches and small groups. And so engage with the first responders, caregivers in your circle, and talk to them about a vibe check. Talk to them about compassion fatigue, what that looks like, the cost of caring, being emotionally slimed or spiritually slimed. And go out and do some fun things. Get a massage, do some retail therapy, get your nails done. Just whatever it is that makes you feel loved and cared for, and gives you some serotonin and some dopamine in your brain. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening and for learning and for being part of this group. Don't forget to stay with your breath. That physiological double sigh is always there for you. Breathe through your nose into your belly. Then you breathe on top of it. And then you breathe out slowly through pursed lips, like you're blowing out birthday candles. And just do that a few times. And if you are in some anxiety, that'll help break that. All right, thank you for all the work that you do. Your work matters. You matter. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Love you guys. Have a fantastic, phenomenal, relaxing, peaceful, healing day. I hope your sports teams win. War Eagle. Go Auburn Tigers. Have a great day.